Hello all, this is Lawrence with a brief video on medical attention that you are not receiving from your doctor, the kind of medical care that you were hoping you were going to get, and why that's happening. First of all, I just want to start the video by saying, look, if you're sick, you do have to go to the doctors. I'm not a doctor. I would suggest you get as much medical help as possible. But this is going to go ahead and address why, if you are not getting that medical attention, why that probably is happening. So a couple years ago, I began suffering with medical symptoms of my own. Began looking for answers to what my problems were. I went through the system at several different offices. Finally ended up with a rheumatologist that had me going for blood work for many times. I got discouraged and stopped going for about a year. Called him back and found out that a year before, which is the year that I stopped going, they had diagnosed me with fibromyalgia. So what does that mean? So first of all, really, fibromyalgia is a fancy way of saying that you have aches that they can't really pin down what the situation is. So it's basically aches in your body. It's in the fiber of your body. It's the aches that you receive there. So knowing that that is a generic term, knowing that they haven't really pinned that down in a very substantial way, it's just a different variation of what I had been receiving as far as medical attention in the first place. Was like no one had the answers. They didn't say, you've got a deficiency of X, Y, Z. They say, okay, this is your diagnosis. You have body aches. So that's my diagnosis, is body aches. That's more like the symptom, right? So a little discouraged going to these doctors all this time, and I'm staring at the word fibromyalgia. And it struck me because I've been studying words left and right, and I broke down the word fibromyalgia. So here's what it means. Fibro, meaning fiber, that's your skin, your muscle tissue. My, meaning yours, M-I-N, mine, my. Al, A-L, means God. Gia means gift from God, or gift. So if you break it down, what it means, it's the gift of God in your very fibers. And it's yours. It's yours. So fibromyalgia, broken down, means the gift from God in your fibers that are all yours. So that may seem far-fetched, but if you've been studying this out, if you've been studying out that the world is not as you believe it is, then it isn't quite as hard to believe what I said. So the reason why your doctor is unable to help you is because that's not the name of the game. We assume that because someone goes to college for anywhere from 8 to 12 years, 16 years, it really doesn't matter, but you would think that they would be able to pin down just about any ailment. But as far as the ascension is concerned, that is not one that they are to fix. Which, doesn't that make sense? If you had the ascension in your body, if you had the DNA order that says go from one place to another, go from 6 to 7, go from the unascended to the ascended, would you actually want that fixed? So the answer should be no. I mean, come on. This is the chance of a lifetime for most people to become ascended, to become something more than the standard human being. It could be anything from a guru that just is more spiritually awake than the general population, or something even much greater that we haven't really seen in this world before, at least not in this generation. It's probably been explained in text throughout history, but that's not what they've disclosed to us that is coming. So if you're putting your hands up in the air, what the heck is going on? Why can't I get the help? There's your answer. Because if they helped you, they would dismantle the whole concept of being able to ascend. They would ruin the christening or the Christ consciousness that you're about to receive. So as much as I hate doctors and as much as I hate doctors' offices, we really shouldn't hate the doctors, because if they fixed us, they would ruin us. They would mess us up to something fierce. So the best we could do is endure the hardship. You definitely want to try to reduce the symptoms. You want to reduce the amount of pain you're going through by taking supplements, vitamins, green vegetables, fruits, all that good stuff, reducing meat, if not eliminating meat altogether. All those things that that you're listening to, you should probably be doing. Do those things. Relieve your symptoms, but it's not going to go away. Your symptoms are not just going to disappear. Again, I'm not a doctor. If you really feel like you got an ailment, go see the doctor. But if after many visits you find out you're not getting anywhere, I would take a second look at that concept. That's most likely what's going on. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. If you don't believe me, the doctors walk in their offices every day with a giant caduceus on the side of their building. That caduceus is very clearly what Mercury carries around, the god Mercury, and he's all about ascension. He's all about the resurrection. So I find it hard to believe that these medical doctors are not somehow in the know in general. There might be a small percentage that don't know. I don't think there's very many. It takes a lot to be a doctor. It takes a lot of intelligence, a lot of stick-to-itiveness, patience. You got to be able to handle the gore involved. I mean, there's just a lot involved in being a doctor. So for someone to tell me that they don't know, I'm not buying it. So anyway, this is Lawrence Taylor with another brief explanation of what's going on with your ascension, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment on the bottom there. If you like it, that would make the video more available to other people, I suppose. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. You have a great day. Bye-bye.